Hello everyone, welcome to MICE Talk from Liberty International Tourism Group. I'm your host Maximilian, COO of Liberty Group. In each episode, we will dive deep into the latest MICE industry trends, share insights from seasoned professionals, explore innovative event technologies, and showcase success stories that redefine the landscape of MICE. So today we have with us Mario Enzesberger, the founder of the Liberty Group, and there's a special personal relationship Mario has with South Africa, and our CEO of Liberty Southern Africa. But today we will talk about mainly South Africa. So Mark, welcome to our podcast. Thank you for having the time for us. And I'm very excited because I have been in South Africa already in Cape Town. It was a wonderful experience. So I have a personal relationship also there, which helps us, or it's especially me, to talk a little bit about South Africa. So Mario and Mark, maybe you want to start with, since when, Mark, were you born in South Africa? What is your personal relationship with South Africa?
Yep, so I was born in, good morning, Max, thanks, and to Mario, good morning. I was born in South Africa. I have lived most of my life in Johannesburg, in Cape Town, and in Durban, which is the three main cities in South Africa. And my family is all based in South Africa, and so it's this is home. And my roots have always been here. I have traveled a lot overseas. I've lived overseas, but I always keep coming back to South Africa as my roots are South African.
Super, thank you. And Mario, what is your story with South Africa?
It's a quite interesting story. Hello, Mark, hello, Max. By accident, let's put it that way. I was the first time in South Africa mid-70s, when I was very young. My mother was living in South Africa at this time, working in the Austrian consulate in Johannesburg. And it was the time when Johannesburg was still center Johannesburg, and when Hillbrow up as a nightlife district, and we were at the Hotel Maryston, which was half hotel and half apartment. And I was supposed to join my mother to stay there, but then it was the time of apartheid, which was not really my cup of tea. And I said, Mama, I go back to Austria. So, but of course I visited, I come, we had relations over there because my mother had then a relationship. My mother got then married end of the day with Mr. Paul Kruger, which is desperately South African, and there was a lot of connection with South Africa. And then by accident, I found my wife, which is a colored Capetonian. So I'm now married with a South African. My son is half South African, half Austrian. So let's put it that way. I have quite an interesting history with South Africa, and let's put it in a strict way. It's one of the most beautiful countries. It's nearly a continent, not only a country, which is very rich in nature and everything throughout.
Super, very interesting. Yeah, so some facts I was also not aware of, so very good to hear. Yeah, so I think a great ambassador for South Africa, great team we have here together. So Mark and also Mario, how would you, especially Mark, now how would you describe South Africa to somebody who has never been there?
For me, South Africa is like and reminds me of carnival. It's alive, it's fun, it's colorful, diverse, sexy, and unique. From the popular, vibrant cities like Cape Town, Durban, and Johannesburg, as I mentioned, to the small, quirky, and arty towns dotted all over the country. In South Africa, you also have excellent weather most of the year, and enjoying some of the great local foods found around every corner. For me, South Africa is also everything that you're looking for, from a safety perspective to friendly people. We've got great beaches to itinerary of adventure. So South Africa is big, it's beautiful, and it's full of history. It's a hidden gem just waiting to be discovered.
Great. I mean, Mario, is there something you can add, you want to add?
Let's put it that way. it has it all. It really has it all. I mean, the garden route is such a dramatic landscape, such a beautiful dramatic landscape. Cape Town is such a beauty, not mainly the city, but the location, how it's set up. And the richness, if you go through the Karoo, you drive more or less straight 1,600 kilometers. It's so diverse. You go to the Drakensberg Mountains, you go to the Saltlandsberg Mountains. So you have it all in one country. And this is the beauty, I think, of South Africa, also the diversification of our people and everything, and interactions, wildlife. So there is not really something missing, and you can make a trip of your lifetime in explore the area. You can go self-driving as well. It's safe to do so, and you are very much finding perfect areas for incentives.
Perfect, super. Thank you. So, what would you say, Mark, if a client is thinking about doing an incentive in South Africa? What is a unique experience you would offer them? Or if somebody says, okay, Mark, what can we do? Give us something special.
I'd say the top of my list is certainly an African Big Five safari. So no adventure through South Africa is complete. Not going on safari in an open 4x4 private game vehicle. It brings you up close to nature, you know, the thrill of the hunt, if I can put that in inverted commas, looking for the big five animals. Second on my list would be Africa, her people. We have 11 official languages spoken through South Africa. Any greeting from the local is always a warm and friendly one, and the willingness to help is priceless. You know, South Africans always friendly and always willing to help. Third, I would say, is the diverse landscapes, as Mario mentioned, from the vast open savannas to the rolling, adventurous mountain ranges, and not forgetting the beautiful Cape Winelands, vibrant cities. South Africa has everything for the discerning traveler.
Perfect. So in which region do you think, when it's about trends right now, so which regions? Is it more Cape Town, is it more Johannesburg, or what, or more the big five? So what trends do you see now in terms of the mice industry going to South Africa?
So we're looking into Cape Town. Cape Town has, obviously got all the infrastructure for that. We're starting to now look at the private game reserves, where we've just done now a incentive route where we had a mice event in the open bushveld. So we're starting to explore different and unique areas within the safari regions.
Perfect, interesting. And since we are doing Liberty Southern Africa, or having Liberty Southern Africa, what combinations do you see as trendy right now? South Africa with what country?
So we would definitely recommend Zimbabwe and Zambia for now. Malawi, I was recently in Malawi, and they've got a really great infrastructure with regards to venues and locations. It's easy flight access into those three regions, and we can start going into Botswana as well. So, and there's been a lot of interest for Angola currently.
Super. Yeah, I mean, there's so many countries in Southern Africa which maybe not so many people have seen or experienced yet. So the combination is for sure very interesting. Mario, from your side, recommending somebody going to South Africa, what is an activity or attraction where you say this is a must, this is what you recommend to our clients?
Take 2 months time and explore the beauty. No, this is unrealistic, no doubt, but at the end of the day, look, the classics, if you haven't been in South Africa, Mark touched it anyhow. I mean, Cape Town is definitely a point. The Cape Wine area is beautiful. It's really fantastic. The garden route for me is one of the most spectacular areas with Oudtshoorn, where you find the ostriches, to different other parks or other things around, and the pure nature is fantastic. Johannesburg is a vibrant city, which also has things to offer which shouldn't be missed end of the day. And you have the diversification of the Kruger National Park, you have other parks, you have so many things what you can do that you have to take a specialist like Mark to really guide you according the target what you have in South Africa. If you do an incentive to really serve you in the shortest possible time with the best possible connection or combination.
Perfect. I mean, we are based in Austria, or I'm based in Austria here. What I really like a lot is the time difference. Yeah, for the European markets, there's one. What's the time difference? +1, sometimes 0, or what is it in?
At the moment, yeah, it is 11:20.
Yeah, so exactly. So the time difference, there's almost no time difference, which is a huge benefit. I think also, what about airports? So how is the airport connection?
Airport connectivity or connections, flights going into Zambia, Zimbabwe, Angola. You're looking at almost a 2-hour flight from Johannesburg, 2 hours to Cape Town. So, airport accessibility and, flight connectivity is frequently, every day, and easy access.
And from an international perspective, so from South America, North America, Europe, Asia, how does this look?
Well, Johannesburg is the gateway to Africa. So, flights we've got from Brazil, there's direct flights with LATAM and SAA coming in. If you're looking from, say, Europe, Lufthansa, Turkish Air are coming in. We've got Emirates. So those are daily flights that are coming into Johannesburg with easy connection flights into the other Southern African countries.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean,
basically back to Johannesburg, everybody is flying. From British, whatever, you name it, everybody is flying there.
Perfect. I mean, this is one important criteria nowadays. So this is a big benefit. Great to hear. I think what is also unique, you have kind of 3 capitals, right, in South Africa.
So South Africa's got 3 branches of government and a capital city of each. We've got the administrative capital of South Africa is Pretoria. The legislative capital is Cape Town, and the jurisdictional capital is Bloemfontein.
Yeah, so I also checked out what I always do with a destination, some fun facts. What I think is quite interesting, Route 62 in the Western Cape is the longest wined route in the world. Yes. So also important note and very interesting. I have been there, and it was really the mountains, the wine area was really fantastic and beautiful and really outstanding. So in Austria, we're also happy about our mountains and the region and the wine, also in Southern Africa and South Austria. But here, this was really fantastic. Yeah, so I really need to say it was a unique experience. Also some fun facts, which at the end, the first heart transplant was done in Cape Town, also in 1967. And there's the second largest fruit producer in the world, also very interesting. South Africa is the only country in the entire world where a street has produced 2 Nobel Prize winners in the history. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of key facts that are interesting to a destination as well. Nevertheless, nowadays, sustainability is an important topic. So how are you connecting clients with local communities, and what is the sustainable touch you can offer to our clients?
So with regards to sustainability, supporting, with our clients coming into South Africa, we always, take them and request, supporting local to take global by connecting our local partners with our travelers, educating our travelers and collaborating with local communities and projects through ecotourism and sustainable tourism, where we advise our clients not to just donate money, but rather buy items or supplies, from the community, from the local kiosk or the local shop, in the local community, to donate to a cause that's needed in the community, such as stationery or desks and chair sets for the schools, buy food, and then go and donate those at the old age homes. So there's always something that we're looking at in guiding our travelers to say, don't just give $100. We don't, where that $100 will go. Rather take it and let's go and support the local community, say shop, and then, take those items that you've bought and then we do a big donation for them.
Sounds great. Super. Perfect. Yeah. So we're slowly moving to an end, but maybe you can still give us an update about currencies. I mean, the local currency is rand, but how is it with clients, euro, US dollar? How does this work?
It's definitely a favorable currency. For travelers coming in, they find that the accommodations are, well priced. Going to a restaurant and ordering a good bottle of wine is well priced. So, for them, they find that traveling to South Africa is they're getting a buck for their bang, or bang for their buck. So, they're really seeing that, they can support a little bit more. They're looking at, instead of staying in a 4-star hotel, they can afford a 5-star hotel. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely for them. It's money well spent.
Very good. So, for infrastructure perspective, what are the group sizes that are possible? Yeah, so up to 1,000 packs. I know when I was in Cape Town, we visited very nice hotels, boutique hotels, which are also available. So, what do you think from the infrastructure perspective? What are the group sizes that are possible to do or can travel to do incentives in South Africa?
So the incentive groups that we've been dealing with currently is, from 20 packs all the way up to about 800 packs. We definitely, you can look at about 1,200 packs comfortably from your transportation, from your hotel accommodation, taking them on activities through South Africa with no worries. We've got enough guides language guides that are able to assist in the different languages. So yeah, I'd say from about 20 packs up to 1,200, 1,500 packs comfortably.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Also important to have the infrastructure available. Yeah. No, yeah. So otherwise, I mean, maybe there's some key some facts, Mario, you have still in your mind, and maybe something you want to mention still. But otherwise, we are slowly moving to the end, and I want to thank Mark and Mario for your time. I mean, South Africa, I've been there, the culture, the music, my favorite place, the Gold Restaurant, is like really something that brings you immediately into the South African, also total Africa culture, because the restaurant, the safari, the 12-dish safari, I really enjoyed that. The music, the colors, the waiters that were singing from one moment to another. This was something that still is in my heart, and I hope I can come back to Cape Town very, very soon, and in general to South Africa, and experience everything you just mentioned. Yeah.
Fantastic.
No, I think what I can add is only take the chance and do business with South Africa. Call Mark, let him prepare and his team everything what you need for a successful incentive, whatever size it is, and let us guide you through beautiful South Africa. It's really worth to do so, and it's really a success with the clients.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you very much. So that's it for today. Thank you for listening to Mice Talk from Liberty International Tourism Group. Catch you in our next episode.